Hey guys, I'm Sammi. I am a full-time blogger. I am also a mum, and I have recently had my kitchen done. So I've invited LIKEtoKNOW over to have a first little peek at what it was kind of like doing the renovation and what it looks like now. So let's get into it. So the main reason for redoing the kitchen was it was red. And I don't mean like a little bit red, it was so red. There was a red strip of tiling going across the floor here. All of the cabinets were red. There was a wall here originally, so it felt quite cave-like in here. It was very, very dark. With the red, there was also metallic on the walls, which was a very interesting choice. Each to their own, but you know, it really was an interesting choice. And then where the white tiles are now, there were like these brown, very dark tiles with more red inside the brown. There really was just red everywhere. So basically we wanted to do everything we possibly could to get light in here. So we put in 3 windows at the top, knocked out the wall, and also opened up this part back here. So everything, we literally did everything we could to make light in here, and painted everything white, which was for me really crucial as well, because the back room behind us was already white, and that had made a huge difference from when we moved in, because originally that was like a beigey, yellowy. They really liked colour, I think, the people in before here, and I'm, you know, I like black and white a lot. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that everything basically was black and white, other than the natural kind of tones of the marble. So when it came to like designing the kitchen and inspiration, all of that kind of thing, I've always been someone that really knows what I like, for good or bad. So I pretty much said to Anton, my husband, I was like, I want it to be black and I want there to be a lot of marble. And he was fortunately really chill with that. I've always wanted to have a black kitchen, like black cabinets, and there was pretty much only one place I think we could find where it wasn't like custom built. So we didn't get, you know, like cut size cabinets. They're pretty standard cabinets. So we just went to Ren. They had a black kitchen. I didn't want handles because I didn't want like a messy kind of look for me personally. So yeah, that was like easy. And then with the marble, we kind of went around making looking at like faux marble and then looking at real marble. And obviously there's a drastic price difference, but there's also a huge difference in terms of how it looks and feels, the day-to-day wear and all of that kind of thing. But we ended up settling on getting real, which is a decision, you know, it's like, you've got to be careful of it and you've got to like look after it. But we also kind of felt that, you know, if it comes to a point where you spill something on it and it stains it, that's just life. It's all, no one died. It's all gonna be okay. So one of the things I didn't know you had to think about early on is electrics. So I kind of, in my head, I was like, yeah, everything's fine. Like we can think about where we're gonna put lights after. And it's like, no. You need to know where stuff's gonna go so the electrician knows and can talk to the builder and it all gets planned and all of that. So we ended up putting like these 2 here, which are like the main ones when, you know, you're sitting at this space, and then we still have spotlights, and then we've got these 2 here, and more spotlights up here as well. In typical sort of girl fashion, I get most excited about the finishing touches. But most of the things that you see here, we had before. The only thing I can think we didn't have before were these coasters, because Anton made them out of the floor, like we had like remaining floor tiles. So he made some coasters to kind of like, yeah, A, utilize like what was left over, and B, they just look great. And all of these things that were here, we had before. So little like bar set, because this is kind of like the bar area. I don't really drink, but Anton is really into it. So for him, this is like a great space. So this is meant to be like an ice, I don't know, like an ice bucket, but it just kind of looks like a great pineapple. And then this is like, yeah, like bar utensils. These are 1960s little tiki glasses that I got on Etsy. And then like these are little like, I think they're meant for whiskey, brandy. Like I said, don't really drink, so not really clued up on that kind of thing. And like fruit bowl and all of this stuff we had before we had this space. So we didn't actually need to buy loads of like little bits. It was just really the bar stools and the coasters that we didn't have before. I'm not much of a gadget person, but the one thing I do love about this space is like we have like a Sonos speaker here, so I can connect up my Spotify account and have music on because, well, if you know me well, music is everything to me. So I won't really be in this space without music during the day when I'm working, because I just find it, I don't know, it does like wonders for me. So if we go like back into the kitchen space, we can go through a few more bits. I was very keen to have a black sink and black taps. I think it's like a Danish company, like wanted a really sleek like tap design. And yeah, specifically black. You can also view Casey's beautiful artwork on the way. I don't know, I think it's just like a ruler sort of situation, but I'm really into it. Maybe it'll be worth something in a few years. And then we have a nice larder, which I'm really into because we didn't have this amount of storage space before. We haven't gained a crazy amount, but obviously this has resulted in like a lot more space. And it also has like that soft close thing going on. Just like really satisfying every single time you do it. So yeah, that's like a really great thing to have in the kitchen. So now the work is done, I've just really been enjoying like living in this space. We have people coming over all the time in general, but now it feels like even more chill to have people over. Like most of our mates live in London, so it's so nice to have them come here and be able to like hang out and like sleep over. And yeah, it just feels like a really great space for that. So before we end this, I'm going to link all of my stuff that I possibly can via LIKEtoKNOW.it, and we're going to end on a quick fire round. Coffee. This is a very tough one. I survive on carbs. I'm gonna go tacos, but pizza, I love you so much, and I'm like part Italian, so I'm really sorry for doing this to you. Oh, I can't. Headscarf on a ring. Gold. I'm gonna go modern. Oh, fake. Can't kill it. A tough one, but 9 Inch Nails for sure.